Mexico.
Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. First, I want to give honors, glory, and praise due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to Pastor There's a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of the earth. I'm Brother Wide from the GMS Detroit camps.
I'm Ina from GMS Detroit.
And so I just want to show this little short clip here how Donald Trump, Donald Trump, he's really doing the bidding of the Lord to help fill out Bible prophecy. All right, because here in Great Millstone, we believe that he's the final president of these United States, which is Babylon the Great, biblically is America. And, he wants to go over lands and take them, but that's always been the spirit of Esau, Edom. He always had the he had the blessing of the sword and the fat lands, the fatness of the earth. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this first. It's a short clip, and we'll get started.
U.S. military forces will enter Mexico and other Latin countries to carry out operations against certain Latin American cartels. The New York Times is now saying that Donald Trump secretly signed a directive to the Pentagon to begin using military force against certain Latin American cartels that his administration has deemed a terrorist organization. This order provides the official basis for the U.S. military to conduct activities on foreign soil in other countries, ordering the military to use armed forces to carry out what in the past has been considered law enforcement activities. Based on this, we could theoretically see U.S. forces in Mexico, in Venezuela, and other Latin American countries without congressional approval for war. Now, we don't have any information about the response from certain countries, but this development can shift the stance of these countries, as we had clear response from Claudia Sheinbaum that Mexico is sovereign nation, and we will not allow any other nation to step in charge at our people. All we can do is make the security of border tougher, so no bad people can come to Mexico or go out illegal.
And I want to say right quick, when you got a woman running the country, that's really the end of your country. If you really think about it, because even though she's a small hat, I mean, hey, bottom line, you got a woman over instead of a man. So other countries, super countries, that would be an advantage to them because they got a ruler over them. But I know the brother Ina, he got something.
This is Habakkuk 2 and I'm gonna start at 2 and 4. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul is lifted up and is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. By his faith, and he's according to the scriptures, Esau, so-called, starting with the so-called white man, and all these other Edomites around the world, the small hatters. Matter of fact, the scriptures say they covenant fields, they take them by force. I got that scripture pulled up too.
Okay.
This is Habakkuk. Keep going on Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, he neither keepeth at home. Who enlarges his desire as hell, he neither keepeth at home. Where he's going to? He's invading Mexico, he's invading all the Latin countries to mess with the cartels that's over there. Calling them a terrorist entity. He who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but garner unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. And he's going to other countries with the military. That's an act of war. Military ain't supposed to cross borders, going to another foreign country without issuing an article of war, and then they gotta go with the United States do what the hell they want to do, but they're supposed to go through different articles of war before they could start attacking other countries. Shall not these take a proverb, a parable against him a taunting proverb, Slakia, against him, and say, woe on him that increase which is not his. How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay. And that thick clay represents debt. And this is the perfect guy to bring down all the world's economy. Because, he had like 30 something businesses, and every last one of them failed. Mm-hmm. You know, trying to act like he's a good businessman. I'm a good businessman. I do this, I do that. No, nigga, you had 30 plus businesses, and every last one of them failed. You know? This is Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses they take away, and so they oppress a man in his house, and even a man in his heritage. And this right here, as soon as Esau got back in power, that's all they've been doing: rape, rob, murdering, and taking lands by stealing lands.
That's right.
You know, because this right here, this land we in right now, this is a stolen land. Mm-hmm. You know, even over there in Europe, we had them lands. That was our lands. Matter of fact, before that, it was Japheth.
It was Japheth, yeah.
Kind. But it is what it is. Man, I just can't wait for the end of this kingdom and the beginning of the next one. You know, man. But let's go into his blessing. This is Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing? O my father, bless me even also, my father. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword thou shalt live. The sword is a modern day gun, these missiles, these rockets, the bazookas. All these, this is his power. You know, starting off with the nuke. And thou shalt serve thy brother. It shall come pass, when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break, and that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And right now, that happened during the Renaissance age. Esau was down during the Renaissance stage. When they came back, they've been a rule of the world ever since. You know. You got any more scriptures you want to come out with? Oh, you didn't do the mark?
Yo, you can do that.
Okay, this is because the brother said that the lady president of
U.S. military forces will enter
she's a small
countries to carry.
Yeah, she's a small hat, as you see on the screen.
Okay.
You know. But yeah, you got that mark.
Yeah, this is Mark 3:23, and he called them unto him and said unto in parables, said unto him, he called unto them him. He called them unto him and said unto him in parables, How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if the house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. Hey, her administration is gonna go right down following Trump. Hey, pretty much all these administrations going down as soon as Yahweh gets here. It's a wrap for all you nations.
That's right.
You know, it's gonna be day one of your captivity. So you want in it?
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm just gonna say this. You know, Donald Trump is doing what the Lord wants him to do. So to help fill out Bible prophecy. That's pretty much really all he's doing.
Also doing what the elites want him to do. Keep chaos going.
Right. But who run the elites? Yahweh. So hey, this is all Bible prophecy. But hey, moving on to the next one. So with that, I want to give honor to God, His praise is due to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Gagadash. Double honors to Pastor Nell, this great millstone. Piece of Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. Shalom.
Shalom.